Well, I just want to start with this. Handwalla, congratulations on the goal. What did you see there, and what was your instructions coming into the game?
I mean, obviously the goal is a hell of assist from Jordan Morris, and I knew I had to get to the six because in practice that's what Jordan is good at. He's get that down the line. He's perfect, 45, and I had to finish it. But my instruction off the bench was to change the game. Obviously, that's my job every time I come in, and Schmetzer gave me clear instruction to come in and run on the defenders and try to change the game, which I tried to do, but unfortunately we didn't get the win.
Thanks for that, guys. Next question will go to Nico Moreno. Nico, Matt is bringing you off mute, and you are free to ask your question. Go ahead.
Miguel's take on how he felt that what changes were really made for the team to kind of begin to move the ball around when he was on the field during the second half.
Hey, Nico, can you repeat the first part of that question? I think we lost you on the beginning. Could not hear who the question was addressed to.
The question was for Miguel. I just wanted to know what's his take on the game and what changes were made to try to get the team to move the ball a little bit better throughout the game.
Nico, I don't know if you're able to view the presser. Miguel's not in here. It's Jordan Morris and Handwalla Bwana. Do you have a question for either of them?
I'm so sorry. For some reason, I thought that was Jordan. Jordan, when you came into the game, obviously there was a change of pace. What did you see at the point of the game?
Yeah, I mean, again, just try to come in and make a difference, I think. Obviously, when guys are tired, trying to come in with fresh legs and use my pace to get behind. But I think, obviously, we're all frustrated. It's a disappointing result, and we wanted to come away with the win. And I think we had a lot of possession, and we need to create better chances. I think that's the main goal for us, and should be the main goal moving forward. We need to create more chances. I think the first two games, we can do better at that, and then when we get our chances, being more clinical. So.
Thanks, Jordan. Next question will go to Jada Evans, Seattle Times. Jada, your line is coming off mute. Please go ahead and ask your question.
Jordan, kind of with that, was the strategy with you similar when you first played Chicago, as far as the reason why you came off the bench?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a quick turnaround, and early morning game. Our game got moved up a day, so just the quick turnaround, I think, had to do with that. But I think that the instructions were the same: try to come on and make a difference. And unfortunately, we couldn't get the win. So.
Next question will go to Matt Pence from The Athletic. Matt, your line is coming off mute. Go ahead and ask your question.
My question is for both you guys. I was just curious about how strange this whole experience was playing this early in the day, especially with your body clocks. Were you guys able to sleep last night? How do you think that this maybe impacted just the way the performance ended up playing out?
I think sleeping-wise, I think we had a great staff taking care of us, and we had to go to bed early the last 3-4 days. But it's strange because I haven't played a 9 a.m. game since academy, but it's since it's humid here and it's very hot, it's difficult for us. But we have a competitive team. We have every guy can do the job. So it's squad rotation. So that was the most important part.
Yeah, I think the same. I think it is a little bit weird, but it's the same for both teams, right? So both teams are getting up early. Both teams have to deal with the heat. So it's just a mentality thing to push through that. And obviously, the circumstances are different right now. But we have to do that to be able to play some games. So, but again, I think it's just all about mentality because both teams are dealing with the same thing, and so you just got to push through that and push through difficult circumstances.
Next question will go to Jonathan Tannenwald over at the Philadelphia Inquirer. JT, your line's off mute. Go ahead.
Thank you. Jordan, what's the sort of the team's overall mentality at this point heading into this last game of the group stage? You're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm sure you're not where you want to be, so now what?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, I think the mentality is we have to get a win. To have any chance of going through, we got to win. So, that's our mentality for the next game, is doing everything we can. We'll have a little bit more rest, which will be good, and Vancouver, a team that we're familiar with, so we're going to have to come out and do everything we can to get a win, because we know that's our chance to move on in this tournament. So I think the whole mentality, there's nothing we can do about the first 2 games, learn from them, but move on to the next one and go out and get a win.
Next question will go over to Femi at Como 4 back here in Seattle. And a reminder, if you'd like to ask a question, go ahead and just hit the raise hand button at the bottom of your screen. Femi, you are unmuted. Go ahead.
Yeah, my question, Jordan, you touched on it earlier, but you said that there seems to be, you guys aren't finishing. What is the cause of that? Is there a disconnect in that attacking third, or what do you think is kind of causing the inability to finish?
No, I don't know. I think obviously it's, again, like I said, it's the same circumstances for everyone, so it's not an excuse, but it is a little bit like a second preseason. I think sometimes finishing and being sharp in the first couple games isn't always quite where it is when you're in the midseason form. So I think it's just a little bit of rust coming off of some time off, but again, it's not an excuse. I think we need to do better. We need to finish our chances. We had a couple in the first game and a couple in this game that I think we could have finished and put the game away early. So it's on us as players to keep working on that, keep getting sharp, and get up to that level.
Thanks, Femi. Next question will go over to Maz Vida-Marer. Maz, you are unmuted. Go ahead and ask your question.
Thanks. Hey, Jordan, I know you just talked a little bit about this, but what do you all have to do to finish the chance? Is it a mental thing? Are you guys in the right place, or just go out and play in this last game?
Yeah, I think it's a mentality. I think in both boxes it's a mentality. You got to be strong in both boxes. Obviously, we made a couple mistakes, giving up some for their 2 goals today, and then Handy had a really good finish, so that's a positive thing. But for us, it's just a mentality thing, I think, as well as, like I said, it's early on, so you got to get that sharpness back. But I think it's a combination of both.
Thanks, Jordan. We'll go back to Jada Evans. I see she has her hand raised for a follow-up question. And reminder, if you have any other questions for the guys, go ahead and hit that button. Otherwise, we'll move on to Brian Schmetzer after Jada's next question. Jada, go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about Javier. He had appeared to be the 2 plays that led to Chicago's goals. How was he after this match, or how did you guys see you guys defensively out there?
I mean, Javi's he's a great player. Obviously, mistakes happen, and you got to move on and learn from them. And I think obviously he was frustrated with himself on some moments, but everyone makes mistakes, and it's how you learn from them and move on. I think we got to support each other as a team and move forward. And I think that's the strength of our team in the past. I think is that we're a very close collective team, and we don't let our mistakes define us. So as a player, as an individual, as a team, we got to just move forward and keep pushing on, and I think it's all focused on the next game, supporting him in any way we can, supporting anyone that makes a mistake to move on to the next play, and for us as a team, it's moving on to the next game and trying to get a win. So.